TV world with
Look,
Dellany.
we match.
We definitely are in the same family.
And this is KT.
This is KT. Dellany. We're matching today in a sense. So we're definitely like...
It's like we actually had somebody like help us dress today.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, we're so pattern crazy and you know the rules, like the fashion rules. We don't care about the rules. Just screw the rules.
Obviously we don't.
I mean, obviously. I mean, who cares? Like, we're just happy to be alive.
I usually
I'm happy
don't
to be alive.
ever wear leopard. It's just, for some reason, I like this outfit.
I love leopard. My mama does not like leopard at all, and she always tells me that when she sees me in leopard, and it just makes me want to wear leopard more. I'm like, you know what, mama? I'm going to wear more just because you don't like it. Just kidding. I'm not like that.
Speaking of mamas, I want to give a shout out to my mom who gave us a whole bunch of clothes.
Oh my gosh.
She's like our clothing sponsor.
She really is. Clothing sponsor, thank you to KT's mom.
Yes, Mama Thomas.
Mama Thomas, thank you so much.
And we still have like, what, 3 or 4 boxes to go through, Mom. Sorry.
We really do. But thank you for clothing us.
Yes.
It wasn't this, but it was every other week I'm wearing something that she has provided.
Right.
And we love you. So thank you. Thank you so much. So how have you been?
I've been good.
Good. How?
Yes.
Yeah. Anything new? Anything?
Yes. Well, my documentary is released in theaters.
What?
So, go to theendofquantumreality.com. It's a science documentary because she knows, like, I love narrative, I love everything else, but I've done 2 science documentaries,
She has.
And that's out right now.
How are you feeling about it? What is it?
It's a little crazy because I thought it was gonna be like straight to DVD, and then all of a sudden we're getting like an indie theatrical, and like we've got like 10 almost 15 going to, probably by the time this is rolling.
Yes.
We'll have 15 in the bank.
And reviews.
Yes.
Yes, she's getting reviews.
Yes.
She's getting, this is your time right now. I'm so excited for you.
And I'm also trying to, anytime I'm getting interviewed, I'm trying to push She's Too Fat and Fat TV. Because that's my love. I love the narrative stuff. I love the documentary stuff because it allows us to tell a story.
Right.
A real story, So I really like that. And it was funny because today I had this whole conference I had to go to, and there was like, what is your passion? And it really like got down into my like soul of like, what's really your passion? And mine is storytelling. It's not filmmaking, because I kept putting filmmaking and video and all that, and they were like, no, what is your real passion?
Right.
And I think it's visual storytelling in general.
Right.
And we've told, if anybody has not seen She's Too Fat,
that is serious visual storytelling.
Yes, that is from created by Miss Dellany.
Yay! So we will always be talking about She's Too Fat on here. That's what you get for following us.
Yes, because we're trying to get season 2 going.
We are getting season 2 going. So
sorry.
Is this where we should announce our clothing sponsor or
no?
Okay, so we're just gonna still hold on that, but just know we got a pretty freaking awesome clothing sponsor for season 2,
yes.
And we're also in talks with people about being executive producers.
You can tell them.
You
can tell them because you know what? I want you to tell them because I want other sponsors to come on board and help us with
Boom!
season 2.
Okay then. So Torrid.
Yes.
Torrid
Woo!
is going to be season 2 She's Too Fat clothing sponsor. So they're going to dress all of us.
And even though I'm the director, I'm going to try to get some clothing too.
I'm pretty sure we can hook you up. But
we're going to get, the co-director, Mr. Matt, we're going to get him some clothing too from Torrid. He's going to be running around behind the scenes in little Torrid outfits.
Yeah, and they have a lot of like animal print. So Matt, if you like leopard print too, we got you.
We can go matching, Matt. We can go matching.
But I really love Torrid, and what's so funny is like the few people in my wheelhouse who I have told that we've gotten this sponsor, it's so funny because all the fat people know Torrid, and all the thin people are like, what? What's Torrid?
Torrid is
and I'm like,
the
y'all are missing out.
Plus-size clothing.
It really is.
It is.
Yeah, but thin people, y'all need to get woke. This is what thin privilege is because I know all about like limited and whatever. Like I Abercrombie and Fitch, all those thin
Old Navy.
Yeah, Old Navy. Kind of
stuff.
But come on, y'all. Torrid is where it's at, and once you walk in, even if you're a tiny little thing, you're gonna want Torrid clothing. It's lovely. So
going back to She's Too Fat.
Yes.
I want you to introduce our next guest.
What?
And we're going to see a clip from her before we go to her. So
yes, I am very pleased to announce that we have a very special guest. We have been wanting to get her on here for some time, so I'm glad she's available. We have Norva Michelle. She's a plus size model. She was in my show, She's Too Fat. Right now we are about to introduce you, but before we do that, we want to show you some of her modeling. She is doing something with Connecticut Country Clothing.
look, wait, I want to come back really quick. We have her in the middle because we color coordinated too much together. That was clashing, so we put the beautiful yellow that she has on.
Her gorgeous and
right in the middle.
herself, which she deserves to be the queen in the middle.
Yes.
So tell us about, how did you get those beautiful ads? And they're on Facebook, Instagram, they're everywhere.
Thank you. So we're talking about the Thomas J. jewelry line.
Yes.
An exquisite jewelry line is coming out in department stores. I'm so excited about this line because you can wear it during the night, in the evening, and it's just a little twist on jewelry that gives like just a little bit more class if you want it at night, and also a little edginess if you want to wear it in the day and rock it with just casual clothes.
And you got to model on the beach?
Yes,
What?
I loved it. I loved it.
Was that your first time modeling on the beach? Or?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, just in that lighting and everything, the breeze in your hair, it's just perfect.
To me, natural lighting is the best lighting.
It really is.
Anytime you can go outside, especially during golden hour,
yes,
best lighting.
It really is. So so y'all got a little bit of a taste of the fabulous Norva Michelle. So why don't you tell everybody about yourself?
Well, I'm a plus model. I've modeled in the industry for maybe like 6 years or so, starting out on Orion Seacrest production, making it where I can showcase my curves.
Oh.
And not everyone's like standard size in the modeling industry. So when you come out in the curviness and showing it, it's a little bit intimidating because you're like, what's she doing with all them curves up there, So it was interesting, a panel like maybe behind a table like this, and it was like 5 judges, celebrity judges, and we showcased our walk, and they just sent us on tour to a couple of states, and it began there. Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
So you've only been modeling for like 6 years?
Yeah, about 6
What?
years.
You ever I such a little baby? Little baby?
That's
what she acts like.
She really does. Like I can't even pinpoint the first time we met because it was through modeling.
It was through modeling.
But
and
what
she
was it?
so gorgeous too. I mean, everything. Come on. Everywhere I went, I saw Dellany. I was just like, oh, those eyes. You just...
Was it the wedding thing, the bridal expo that we did?
It was.
I don't know.
County.
But you seemed like such a professional back then. Hard to believe that. And that was already, 4 years ago at
That
least?
was at least 4 years
Yes.
ago.
I thought you've been doing this like KT said since you were a baby.
Oh, wow.
So wait, pre-modeling, what were you doing? Like, I can only see you as a model.
I worked as a paralegal. Every little office job there was, I was doing that.
Okay.
And for some reason, I knew my passion was in modeling.
Right.
I wanted to get out there and I wanted to showcase the plus models. Women can be sexy at any size, and that just became my passion. Like, the more compliments I got going on a stage, it made me even, it just empowered me to want to be more in the industry and just show that, give confidence, and it just made me feel good about myself too. It actually built me up.
Did you ever go through a period of time where you didn't think you could do it, or you always thought it would be only for straight size women? You know what I mean? Like growing up, or did you know that you were gonna do plus size modeling?
It was a struggle. I mean, it still is sometimes because you just never know. There's so many of us out there now.
Right.
And it's like, they're getting younger and everyone wants to be a plus model now just because they got a little curves. Yep. And it's fine, but everybody
wants to be a plus model because then they're like, wait, I get to eat and model? I can eat and model? Wait, I'm telling you, that's what happened to me because I was like, I can eat and model. I'm in. Let's do this.
Well, I'm going to tell you, like, you're big on Instagram too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a lot of people that say they're plus size.
Right.
And we don't judge, but they're not.
Right.
And they're riding that train of trying to get acceptance, and it's like, hey, no, this is really for a different kind of person. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. No.
And I don't ever want to say, be negative or say anybody isn't, but come on, it's getting a little ridiculous.
No, it's true. I've been in LA Fashion Weeks, and these models are like size 10, and they're kind of calling themselves plus models, and I'm like, I'm like, no, you're not. I want to be your size, kind of, you know. But I mean, it's like it is what it is. If you're not like a 2 or a 4, then you're considered plus after that kind of. So
which I think is like absolutely ridiculous.
Well, because I feel like there was a I did a show a long time ago with Sherry Lee Meredith.
Oh yeah.
And we had is her name Haley Hasselhoff, or something Hasselhoff? It's David Hasselhoff's daughter.
Oh.
She probably doesn't want to be known like that, but anyway, I know she's an actress and a model. But she was explaining like she was a size 10 and she had been considered a plus size model in the fashion world, and she was like the size of my thigh. I was like, this is not like to me what plus size modeling, you know. And also because on the other side of it, there's no representation. Like the biggest we'll maybe see is what, an 18, 20, right? What about 24, 26, 28, 30, and so on? These women are not seeing themselves as represented, and they have no idea what they look like in these clothes because we keep seeing Ashley Graham.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like,
I remember when I used to work for Lane Bryant, Liv Tyler's sister, what's her name?
Oh, yes. She plus size model.
Was the biggest plus, was the Ashley Graham back then.
She was.
And then they all lose weight. You know? And then it's like, what happened? You were doing so well as a plus model. And then you lose the weight on you, and then you're like, but you're not now representing what you said you had the confidence in being all along.
Well, going kind of riding on what KT was just saying, like I think that a lot of people say they're plus size, or they want to say they're part of this body positivity movement, and once they get the positive attention and feedback and followers and fans, then they go, oh, well, I'm where I want to be now. Now I'm going to get thin.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they kind of do it for the clout, and then they lose the weight, and then it's like they still have the followers and fans, but they use it on the backs of the actual fat activism and body positivity.
And I think it has a lot to do with the industry, because although we're out there as plus models, you still have that pressure of people telling you your body's still not up to par. You know, so you start feeling kind of insecure, although you're still out there showcasing your plus model. You know,
right. I mean, how many shoots have we been to, Norva, where like we're told we're supposed to be beautiful and natural and celebrate our curves, but then they're like, you got to wear Spanx, you got to wear your push-up bra, make sure that you have makeup covering any marks on your legs. And I'm like, wait, we're supposed to be celebrating
covering up tattoos.
Yeah, and they're like, cover everything up, and it's not even real. Like even what they're saying is real. It's just so hypocritical.
Or what you wrote about in Choose Too Fat is you're too small or you're too big.
Right.
You know, you're not or you're not big enough. And you're like, okay, what is this norm that you are doing?
So have you ever been told to gain more weight or lose more weight at anything on any of these shoots, or like
kind of to maintain my weight. Okay. Like I did a fit modeling gig, and if you don't stay that size, you're out.
Tell everyone what fit modeling is, because it's hard.
It really is hard. It's where they take cloth and they kind of fit it around, sculpt it to your body, and then they make the clothing to fit other, actual people who's your size and shape, and put it in the stores. So they want you to kind of maintain that weight, that size. And if you go up, down,
you lose it.
It's so true. Yeah, and I went to, it was a Torrid, because I'm all about Torrid, but like I did do, I went for a fit modeling position there, and she was she already looked at me, and it was, my arms were too small, my boobs were too big, this area was too small, and then this was too big. Like nothing matched up, and she was like, maybe your boobs for something else later, but for now you're not what we...
Really,
and
to
it
me,
was
when
to
you
the
go into
measurements.
casting, like the casting rooms I've been, not so much. I mean, what actresses have to go through, but what models go through is like, and even what really gets me is like whenever I first came to LA and I was working in the fashion industry a little bit, and the things photographers or producers of events would say to people that were size 5. Were things that I get said to me being a plus size person. You're like, what? Yeah. No wonder women have problems with body image.
Exactly. Wait, can you tell us a horror story? Do you have a horror story from any of these shoots? Like, do you have anything? I'm sure you have plenty.
It's quite a few. Some I care not to even share. But I mean, I feel like no matter what size you are or how you look, there's always going to be someone criticizing you. So I just kind of took it like that and just kind of roll with it. Because there's people who love the size I am and how I look.
Yeah.
And then you have some people who's going to say, you could lose weight. Oh, you have such a pretty face. But only if.
Wait, such a pretty face was one of our titles of She's Too Fat.
You're right.
Because how many times, I swear, if you just lose a little bit of weight, you have such a pretty face.
Such a pretty face.
It's like,
Story
I
of
have
my
such a
life.
pretty face no matter what.
Story of my life, yes.
So what do you, how do you feel about the shoots where you, or the auditions or go-sees where you have to be, or casting calls, sorry, actresses, models, we have different lingo. How do you feel about going in and having to stand there in your bra and panties? Like, how do you feel about those? Empowered, or like, I've had enough of this? Like, where do you stand on that?
It is a little bit uncomfortable because you do feel practically naked. I actually was in LA Fashion Week.
Yes.
In New York, Full Figure Fashion Week, modeling Fruit of the Loom.
Okay.
In front of hundreds of people.
Woo!
And I never felt more naked.
Wow.
But I still felt sexy, but I could still, you can hear kind of like the silence, like, oh my gosh, she's actually in underwear here, walking on the runway. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, how do I look? Do they see my cellulite? Am I shaking too much? So, I mean, it can be scary.
Yeah. It can. I just remember auditions in my mind of being in my underwear, and I hate it, especially because there's just a bunch of men in there, and you don't feel safe. You know what I mean? There's not enough women in there, and the women who are in there are judging your body. It's like,
or just as judgy as the men.
Yeah.
And you're like, you got male hormones in you or something?
It's just nuts. So you've done New York and LA Fashion Week. Girl, you are on fire.
Thank you. I try. It is hard. Everyone's competition. Someone can look just like you, have a different color hair. And whatever. But
nuts.
You got to just keep going for it and have confidence and faith. That's where you want to be.
Has Rihanna's Fenty, have they called you yet?
Oh, I wish. I'm waiting.
I see you on that for sure. The Savage, with that underwear, you would rock that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and I love that, and the timing is everything, but the fact that Victoria's Secrets has kind of went, theirs got canceled, and then at the same time, Rihanna's was like the most watched lingerie show like ever, and everybody was celebrating different shapes and sizes and ages and ethnicities and genders, but it was just so beautiful.
So beautiful.
And that to me is so much more of what we call a fantasy
good
than
American
Victoria's Secret.
Too. I want to get out there with good American. Khloe Kardashian, give me a call.
Yeah, there you go. So going back to like New York and LA, what do you have a favorite, or what are the differences between the two with fashion and your experiences?
Well, first of all, when I did LA Fashion Week, because LA Fashion Week was just catered to standard size models. They were not catering to plus models. They weren't looking. So when I did walk in LA Fashion Week, I made history internationally. It went international in the news. I saw me in papers I couldn't even read and understand.
Really?
Yes, and titles, subtitles.
That's when you know you've made it.
Yeah.
That is.
She's like, is this happening?
So beautiful, yeah. And so just to say that, I broke a barrier that, we really tried hard to do in the first place. So that was wonderful. And then with Full Figure Fashion Week in New York, that was quite the experience, because all these girls, they're looking for you to be a certain height, a certain tone, a certain weight, and it's just, they had more restrictions than the LA Fashion Week. So I was like, what's going on here? But,
you're like, this is kind of backwards, because you would think that New York might be a little more
because
loose
it's
about
called Full Figured Fashion Week.
Yeah. So full figure.
So you're thinking, you're just going to get out there and walk, but they still had restrictions. So,
wow. So how many times have you done that? Have you done it?
I've done it twice.
You've done it twice. That's right. Okay, cool. And you just fly out? Do you stay with people? Like models?
Do you stay models, yes.
I wish that we'd had a camera in there just to I feel like it would be interesting to do behind the scenes with that. Is it positive? Is it negative? Is it a little both?
It's kind of intimidating.
Whew.
The girls I stayed with were all smaller than me. They were all smaller than me. They were all gorgeous, of course, but they were all like, I was like, what am I doing here with these girls?
Because you're absolutely gorgeous too.
Oh, thank you so much. But at the moment, I was feeling in a certain kind of way. I was like, but in the long run, it's still, I was there.
Yeah.
And I had to look at it
but
like,
I mean, KTEE,
I'm here too.
Listen to her though. 6 years. Look at everything she's accomplished.
She's so like, everything she's accomplished, this is the kind of people I like.
Yeah.
It's like they don't throw it in your face. They don't go, oh, I've done all this and this and this. But this is have you done anything internationally, or do you want to do something? I know you were known, but have you gone anywhere?
I would love to. I would love to go to Canada. I would love to go Japan. I would just love to do. I don't even know if they accept us like that just yet. I don't know. I know that they were working on it.
Yeah.
But I would love to travel, yes, and go out the country and showcase my curves and make history out there too.
And get a really fancy photo shoot, like just out there. Like they have Japan's beautiful. Like I've never been, but I've just the idea of Like, and I do know. I feel like being out there would help them accept more. So that's why you need to get out there.
Exactly.
Yes. Well, do you have representation right now, or?
I'm my own representation right now.
Okay.
And I've been doing so well with just representing myself, because I noticed when I was with agencies, it was always a no to certain other people who wanted to showcase me.
Right.
So I had to kind of go out on my own and just start finding my own guests. And it worked for me.
Oh, yeah.
Like people who remembered me. And
exactly.
they were like, I want to work with her. And I love that. So I would like to have a good representation if that does come along. But in the meantime,
and she's just one of those good people. And you can tell KT, like with her, like if I'm in a group and I see something for modeling, I send it her way. I'm like, Norva, go to
you are my representation. Oh my gosh.
See, that's good.
Yeah, I'll just send it right over to her. I'm like, you should submit for this. Get this girl. It's got money, and you'd be perfect for it. So you don't need representation.
I appreciate it.
But it's like what KT said. When you meet a really, really good person, you just want to help them. And like you're one of those people.
Thank you.
So how about acting though? Tell us about your acting. Do you want to be more of an actress, or are you mainly modeling? Yeah. She was in our series. Yes.
Too fat. I love it. Love it.
She's coming back for season 2. We've already promised her.
I'm so excited. I can't wait.
How do you feel about
being in the acting field?
Yes.
I just remember as a little girl, I always wanted to be an actress. I used to always tell my mom, I'm going to be an actress. I'm going to be an actress, Norva Michelle. And I used to say that when I was younger.
I love that.
Norva Michelle. But then I was like a little camera shy. So I was like, modeling would be better. I'm just walking, I don't have to say anything. So, I don't know.
It's so funny because I think modeling's harder than acting.
Do you really?
Yes. Modeling, because I feel like you still have to modeling is like, I have to act like I'm really, like it's acting too, but it's more of that, it's that intimidation feel. Like I'm not intimidated with the acting. Because I know what I bring to the table, but modeling, I don't really have any, I fake it. A lot. I fake it a lot. But you are such a natural. And you were a natural on our set. She's too fat. Yeah, you did such a great job.
Well, some people are just natural. They don't even have to act. Like I think people like you who have a good inner strength, like we see that and it just portrays from you.
Oh, thank you.
And so in your modeling and your acting and everything, some people just don't have to work hard. I mean,
so true.
not saying that you don't work hard, but it just kind of comes like
she just says
there's a lot of, I will say there's a lot of models that become actresses that you're like, you shouldn't have really been.
Right.
I can tell you're acting.
I guess it's easier to cross over once you get into one. So if you're in acting, you can cross over to modeling or vice versa. So
Totally true. Now, do you have any actresses you look up to or models you look up to or any?
Let's see. I just look up to anyone who's like just confident in themselves because it helps build, self-esteem and motivates you more to be confident. So I wouldn't say I pinpoint one particular person because then that would be kind of knocking someone else down, I think. Right. But I think we're all, all destined to be great. That's what I feel.
All of us?
All of us are destined to be great. And your own talent,
so
your
9
own
million people
craft.
in Los Angeles alone.
Your own craft.
You just think if everybody was nice.
I love to be like.
That's hard.
I love to be like basic. Amazing. Basic.
Oh, you're a basicer? You're a basicer.
Well, it's just that I know. It's just that I do like to toot my own horn because it's so hard to get where we have gotten. Yeah. So I know you like more humble, but I am very much like, listen, I worked hard to be here. Yes. And I am going to own it. Like, yeah.
You
So
should. Yeah, I think you should.
like
own
she's
it
still
because
being all like,
she's so talented. I mean, how can you not say you're not basic? You're far too basic.
So, but no, well, you're the one who's like, everybody's great. And I'm like, now hold on now.
Well, I
Is
feel
everybody
like
great? I'm just
Everyone
kidding.
has a greatness at their own
They
craft.
do.
Their
They
own
do.
craft. It may not be in the industry.
Yes.
But something they have, some type of, they just got to find it.
They really do.
their
But
own
don't
niche.
don't you get tired of like, this is maybe just me venting about Los Angeles, probably. We're getting therapy
I
session
do
here.
get tired of people
I
talking
get
about,
tired.
I'm in the industry, I'm in the industry,
Yeah,
I'm in the industry.
but then like
Everywhere
people
you
like
go.
don't put their money where their mouth is. This is me. Like that's how I feel about this city. Is there's a lot of people who live in the city who are not doing the work that we do. You see what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
Like,
Yeah.
and it gets frustrating to share the space with them because traffic is awful. Traffic is so bad, and I'm always like, y'all need to go home if y'all aren't taking this industry seriously.
It's so true.
Yeah.
And it's like, people don't take you seriously when you start talking about the industry because they're like, oh, that's just another person talking about their industry.
I know.
So
Yeah.
what can you do? So.
So, okay, we are in the new year, 2020.
Yay.
What are your goals, plans? What do you want to do for 2020? Resolutions? What you got?
The same resolutions as last year. I just want to keep on, in the path that I'm going, just being stronger, more confident, getting out there, showcasing myself more. And I even want to start my own management company.
What?
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Okay.
So that's what I'm gearing to.
See, she's
hopefully,
a
God
silent,
willing.
humble, but deadly person.
I mean,
think.
where did this just come from? I know. She's like, oh, by the way, I'm about to own it.
Yeah.
Own everybody in the
Not
city.
yet,
Yeah.
funds and everything coming.
So your own management for modeling.
I want, yes,
Okay,
I would
got it.
love that. That is my
Wow.
path, my goal.
Okay. So are we going to try to do this in 2020?
Somewhere we're gonna make a wave in 2020.
Do you have a name for it yet?
I don't.
Okay.
But I'm sure it'll be something like Norva Michelle's modeling agency.
I love it.
But speaking of keeping up with you, why don't you tell our audience where they can find you?
Yes, you can find me right now. You can find me on Instagram under Norva Michelle, and my Facebook was just hacked. So I know it's such a
We gotta call
bummer.
somebody
Who
up.
hacked this lovely lady? It's ridiculous.
So, yeah, it's ridiculous. That was kind of painful. So I'm just gonna give Instagram Norva Michelle, and you can look me up. I pop up on Google. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And if you have any questions, you can always come to Fat TV World and we'll steer her your way, of course,
Which
with her
is
permission.
fattvworld.com, which we did this year.
Yes.
2020, we launched
Yes,
our
yes,
site.
yes. So
And
Love it.
we're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, Fat TV World.
everywhere. And yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Oh,
Sorry.
you go ahead.
Oh, we're being all polite now.
Well,
We're
because
only being
I'm
polite
with-
because we have a polite guest.
Exactly. But guys, it has been
Yeah.
great with you
It
this
has.
week, and we loved having you.
Thank
We
you.
really
I
do,
am so-
yeah.
You guys
Doing
make me
this.
feel so comfortable. I love you.
Everybody, check her out. Go to her Instagram. Give her a follow. And then also, if somebody's watching, producer, agent, man, look at this. Look at this. She is more than just a pretty face. So, like, get this girl some work. I want you to
Exactly.
work all the
Thank
time.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I want to
We're
work
gonna
all
hire
the
her
time
again.
too.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
with
want
real
to work
money
all the
next
time
time.
too. Thank you.
We'll see you next week.
Thanks, everybody. Love
Bye.
y'all. Bye.